Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I had a fairly busy one, but it was a lovely weekend. A little bit of crafting, just a little bit. Had a birthday party, had to get some stuff ready for that, had to print out a photo, and I thought I had to write out a story, but what we ended up doing at the party was verbally telling our story, because my friend has so many friends and we don't always interconnect, so it was lovely to hear some of her stories, because it was a milestone birthday. So yes, I have a very full to-do list to get to this week, and I always look forward to coming on here and being live with you guys on Facebook, and I do always put the replay up on YouTube as well for my YouTube followers to enjoy. So today I do have a class that is just up there. I will share that class when we're flipped around. It will happen in person next Sunday, and then I will be filming videos, so you can get the video tutorials as well as a project sheet for these cards, and these are using the golden greenery stamp set, but also the dies. But today I wanted to challenge myself to use just the stamp set. I may bring in a bit of the gold and green. So green and gold, no, green and gold's Australian. Gold and green designer series paper. We shall see. But I have shared these products in a recent unboxing video. I will make sure to link that below after the video, or if not, I'll put it in the comments, so you can watch that. But I've seen lots of cards done with this, and I wanted to do something different today. So I'm just going to use the stamps and see how we go. I saw, what inspired me is I saw the flap of an envelope. So hey Beryl, someone had just done some simple stamping on the flap of an envelope, and I went, oh, that would look great as a card background. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full-blown one sheet wonder today, or if I'm just going to stamp some card fronts. So we shall see how we go, but we will definitely be using golden greenery. I think I will be going Christmassy at least for one card, because last week I asked everyone on one of my live videos if it was too early for Christmas, and everyone said absolutely not. So I'm going to endeavour to be doing some more Christmas cards with you, and we will carry that on to Christmas, because we will very soon in September be having our September to December mini catalogue. So that is available, but for the moment we have Christmas themed. This necessarily isn't Christmas themed. There is a bit of holly in there, but this isn't necessarily Christmas themed, but there are products that we can use for Christmas, and Christmas themed product in our brand new online exclusives. So also happening this month, we have bonus days. So bonus days is you spend in July, and in Australia it is for every $90 increment or $90 order, you will get a $9 voucher to spend in August. Hello Tanya, hello Margie. But you have to spend the whole $90 or $90 increment in one order. You can't put in two $45 orders to get the voucher. It has to be a $90 order, or $50 in the US, or I think it's $75 in New Zealand. Whatever the increment is in your market, you have to spend that whole amount, or 180, 360, all of that in one order to get the vouchers or coupons, and they will be emailed to you with the codes, and then you use those codes in your order in August. One thing I have neglected to tell you, and it is really exciting, we had a fantastic celebration product that you could earn for signing up this year in February and March, and it is the glass, and I will not drop this, the glass mat. So this is now, oh, look at the reflection, we can see ourselves. Actually, it's reflecting my computer over there. Let's see, can we get it to reflect us? Not quite. But you can get the glass mat, and the glass mat does come with, let me just safely put that down. The glass mat does come with a cleaning cloth. I just have mine here. I don't use this often. I'm more often, so a cleaning cloth. It is a thin chamois. And you also get a silicone mat, so you can mix paints in here, you can put your Stampin spots, you can also put an ink pad on this area and it won't move. So often I have put it partially on my glass mat, but because it's silicone, it does cling to the glass mat and it doesn't move. Thank you so much for telling me straight up, Shaz. 310. So I'm assuming you just haven't been able to get to sleep, and or you're waiting for me to come on live so we could hang out. I personally like that you're waiting for me, so then we could hang out, Shaz. Okay, so now that I have a few people here, I'm just going to grab up my video here, just so then we can turn around and work out where we're going. So who have I missed? Oh, hey Margine, I'm not sure if I missed you or not, but let's get this replay. But I did swear I muted that computer, but apparently not. So going with Golden Greenery, my question to you is, I want to do stamping. I'm thinking of doing a half sheet stamping, or I would kind of want to do a Christmas and non-Christmas. So I might do 2 half sheets and not do a full 1 sheet wonder. I can't do a full 1 sheet. It does my head in. I know our dear friend Ruth does beautiful things. Thank you, Shaz. It's always just checking on your welfare, just so you know. Just so you know. We care, and we just want to know what time it is and if you have actually got any sleep. But that's okay. It's you, and we know it's you, and that's fine. Yeah, Ruth does beautiful 1 sheet wonders. I just find them incredibly intimidating, and I would prefer to do a smaller thing, and then I find it more achievable to do a half sheet, and that's what we're going to do today. We'll do 2 half sheets, 1 Christmas, 1 not, and let's see if we can make 4 cards. Oh, thank you, Shaz. No sleep yet. That's okay. Sleeps for the week, so my husband tells me when he can't sleep, which isn't very often, but yeah, it's normally because he's had too much coffee, but that's self-inflicted. I know it's not that way with you. So let's flip around. I'll also grab my cards off here to show you what I have already done with this set, and in my events on Facebook, I do have this class listed, and there are 3 ways you can play with this class, and I shall tell you once we flick around. I know Ruth makes it look so easy, Shaz. You are exactly right. I was going to ask a question. Who actually already owns this golden greenery stamp set? Hey, Anne, I hope you are well. How cold is it in Canberra today? I haven't spoken to Bev yet today, so I haven't got the daily weather report from her, which is what we normally get. It's grey here today, but it's grey and a bit drippy, but look, it's not a bad day. I won't say it's miserable because I'm not miserable. But yeah, look, I've got jumper on, I'm comfortable, I'm here crafting with you. I kind of did lose track of time, just as I wet and cool and 11. Oh, that's not too bad for Canberra in the whole scheme of things, really. Yeah, that's not bad. I have no idea what temperature it is here. Alexa, what's the temperature? No, it's telling me the temperature inside my house, but looking at it, it tells me it's 15. So we're a little bit warmer than you. Yeah, we've had rain like for 7 days so far, Shaz. So we're channeling the English weather. Yes, you did need it. And I saw, because I'm a bit of an F1 fan, that it rained all weekend on and off during the F1, which made things a bit exciting. But let me get the light, let me get the cards, and we will get playing. Okay. I am just getting those cards, so never fear. Okay, here I am, back on my seat, safe. Oh, it was so, I know. I only watched it last night because, you know, Shaz's time difference. But, yeah, I was so happy. It was such a good race because it was a race. There was no one, not mentioning any names, out in front dominating. It was a real race, which made it really, really exciting. But, yeah. Okay, so this is, I'm calling it my Christmas in July class, but I am using the Golden Greenery suite, basically, except for the dies that go with Greetings of the Season, because I don't own them. But basically, if you have bells, if you have greenery and stuff like that, it can be substituted in. So I'll show you the first card, which is my fourth card. I cased my Christmas Stampathon from the other month for this card with some of the new papers and the new sentiment. So I thought that was a really nice way to show off the designer specialty paper, the specialty designer series paper, I should say. Oh, I just need to turn that there. So that is that. I have done some stamping with the greenery here and used some beautiful vanilla ribbon. For some reason my replay is not working. Can you girls tell me if you can see me? Just having some issues. Just let me know. I'm looking okay through my camera, which is filming. It's just my replay I've got issues with. Good evening, Amy. How are you? So that is one of the cards. I haven't taken my little clips off. So this is another card using the Mercury vellum and obviously using the stamp set and some of the specialty paper as well. Okay, I can see myself there, and this is the first card actually. So using design series paper, dies, stamped the bells, stamped the background, had lots and lots of fun with this. So what I think, what's happening with my, I can see it. Okay, there we go. We are all back. Thank you, Shaz. It was my replay, and I just like to be able to see what's happening. So if you are interested in this class, on my Facebook page, you can sign up. 3 ways to play. I have my in-person class. I also, which is on the 21st, Sunday the 21st of this month. If you are in Australia, I also have a class at home. So I will send you all of the bits except for the cardstock, but I'll send you all the die cuts, the designer series paper, lengths of ribbons, stuff like that. I will send that to you, and you will get access to the video tutorials and project sheet if you're in Australia. If you have these products and you just want to see how these cards were made and you don't live in Australia, or you do live in Australia, you can pay 10 Australian dollars and get 3 exclusive videos, which is 1, 2, and 3 exclusive videos for $10 and the project sheet. So that is totally up to you. But all the information is in the event with links, and those videos will go out in August. So I call it Christmas in July, but those videos do just take a little longer. So I'm going to use very vanilla cardstock today, something a little bit different, and we're going to halve our pressure by halving our cardstock. So I can get 2 card front, actually I can get 2 full card fronts out of this, or I can get many more cards depending on how I cut this. So we are going to start with one. I'm going to put the other one over here. Okay, this is not intimidating. I know what I'm doing for this first card, just not necessarily for the second. So these 2 branches layer up. So you do have two layers, and then I want to use our berries. I'm not going to use our bells because they are actually set up currently on my Stamparatus. So we really, so sorry for dropping these and making big clangs. But, okay, so I have my berries on the blocks. Just going to see. We are just going to see what we can do. And I have a really itchy nose. Right, that is actually, I am going to make the most out of one block here and put one on one side and one on the other, because my other block currently has a Merry Christmas sentiment on it, which I can re-put together. So we shall see how we go today. So I have one stamp on one side, one stamp on the other, making the most of the size of this block. Colours we may want to use. Old Olive Garden Green. So these are, I could do Old Olive and Garden Green together, or I could go lighter and I could do like Soft Sea Foam, Garden Green, Soft Sea Foam, Granny Apple. No, that's a bit of a, what colour would you actually, There's one easy way to do this. See, soft seafoam lemon lime twist, but they really don't. I'm always interested to see where Stampin' Up put things next to each other, because like soft seafoam is like all by itself. It doesn't necessarily have a friend, where lemon lime twist and granny apple go together. So let's grab those two, and you can tell me which two you would like me to use. Hello, Miss Atlee. We're just working out what colours we're going to use. Please excuse me 1 second. David, the fridge is open. David? Okay, cool. Sorry, the fridge is beeping and driving me bonkers. So, are we using Old Olive Garden Green or Lemon Lime Twist Granny Apple Green? Both I can make work for a Christmas card. And I think for our berries, I am going to use Poppy Parade and Real Red. Gonna do something a bit different. But I can't do polls on here. Okay, Shaz had says lemon lime twist. So I'll just put these two to the side, just up here, and we'll use lemon lime twist. Okay, so that means this base piece is going to be lemon lime twist, and then our detail piece is going to be granny apple green. And I'm just going to put my colour wheel back. I just use it because I like to see where Stampin' Up put colours next to each other for more of a complementary colour selection. That's okay. It's very handy. We will hopefully towards the end of the year have one out that everyone can access. Like we've got the glass mat now that everyone can access. We will have one of those. So I just want a scrap bit of paper that I will move around. Or I can do the Old Olive on the next one, because I'll probably use, I think it's this Greenery that I've got left, and I'll use that for the second card barrel. So it was just more which one I was going to use first. Okay, now if I was smart, I am going to check and see. Perfect, great. So I'm just going to random stamp this all over this piece. So, oh dear, I've done it already because I am talking at the same time. No rhyme or reason, and doesn't matter that that's not perfect, but I just want to create a background where it's got greenery everywhere. So I'm going in different angles, nesting some things, making sure that I do stamp this down evenly, otherwise you do end up with like bubbly bits like that. So I'm just going to pop one there, and then this one here. Like, they don't have to be totally right up against each other. And that one there. It doesn't take long at all to cover this whole piece, and I think one one more and we'll be okay. So kind of one side is a little bit closer than the other side, but that's just how things work. So that part one of this is all done. So because my hands will be all over this, I'll just give this a good wipe down with my, I did mean to put this in the wash because I did just earlier put on a load of towels, but I've got plenty of those cloths, so I might just chuck that on the laundry floor for the next load of towels later this week. Okay, so are we liking so far? Swap the lemon lime twist out for Granny Apple Green, and we want to use this detail, so we're going to have to be, I'm just going to use, just going to see how precise I really need to be. Actually looks really nice. Very, very good choices for those ones that chose lemon lime. So I'm just going to have to be, do you know what? I am just going to pull this one off just because I really want to be able to see that stem. I mean, as I said, doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like it to be fairly close. Oh, loving that detail. It just really, really brings it to life. And with these bits, it doesn't matter at all. Perfect. And this sheet of paper underneath really just does stop me from having to clean the glass mat, which is just me using it out of pure laziness, really. But that's okay. So this is the one we kind of double stamped and it's got a bit of a halo, but you really can't tell. Okay, so does not take too long at all. And then this one, a lot of the imperfections in my stamping will be just covered up. And I was right. Now one more. So I really just need to stamp this bottom part. Okay, done. I love how these look. So very, very simple. So now I'm just going to come in with the berries, and I don't know that I'll need much more. I don't have dottage in this set, but there was something I used the other day. I do have really good dottage in the Inspiring Snapdragons, so if you feel that we need some dottage after I pop on these berries, you can be vocal and tell me, because I can, but I kind of do like things a little cleaner, but I am not opposed to dottage, if that makes sense. So these have not been used, so just running my finger over it so it gets a cloudy look and just takes off, it just takes off the shininess, and the shininess is what makes your ink want to bead up, where if you've got this slight cloudiness, it does actually help the ink adhere better. So we've got Poppy Parade here and Real Red. So kind of using these as dottage in a way as it is. So I'm just going in to these open areas. Probably need to change the angle of this a little bit as well, but I'm not, because I find that a little bit harder to do. What are we thinking? You liking where my brain's going? I think one over here. And am I even? Let me look on the screen, see, kind of, I'm going to leave it there, because I think if I add too much more, I'm going to hate it. And I've got red ink on myself, so hand sanitizer to the rescue, and add cuticle oil and moisturizer later. I do always have cuticle oil and moisturizer on my desk because I use this to clean up myself all the time. So what are we thinking? Are you liking where I'm going just for this simple background? And then you could do a big sheet of this. Look, for me, doing a big sheet of this would not faze me at all, but I just wanted to do a half at this stage. So, Real Red, and we're going to go in with our detail. How did I do that again? Oh, because I picked up that block. That's what it was, that block. So I'm going to have to be not too bad. Okay, I am a little bit off with these, but I don't think they look too shabby at all. Maybe except for that one that was really off. Okay, much easier for me to move the paper than to move, that's the most perfect one I've done. But just giving that dimension by using the Real Red. I'm just going to get that corner of the block. Okay, we're all going this way now. I'll have a look at the comments in just a second. And one more. I think that's one more. Yes, I have got every other one. And then I'll show you up close. As I said, not perfect, liking it, thank you. Okay. I do not trust. I'm going to close this. I have a feeling I'm going to use the Real Red for the sentiment anyway. So let's just do this. Need to just have a quick drink. Great. So that is what we've got. Dottage or no dottage? This is the next question. Because what I want to do is cut it in half, give it a little bit of a trim up to use as the card bases. So I'm basically just making a very simple designer series paper. So if I was to grab the Season of Green and Gold, and not golden. Green and gold is a bit funny in Australia because that's kind of our sporting colours. Now, I have used different colours here, but I just want to see if there's, see, we've just got a polka dot here, and this does have a background that is very vanilla. So that might work really, really well. I'm just going to pop that over there. I do also have, I'm just going to move this one. This one's probably a little white, but this is a gold diamond. And I'm thinking this one might be a little bit too busy. And I do have lots of others, but we're kind of veering on the wrong colour of green. I do have that, but I think that's a little busy. Okay. All the other colours are kind of wrong, if that makes any sense at all. Okay. Do need to buy another pack of that paper. I've got it all sitting there. I just need to do it. Oh, hello, Mr. George. How are you? Oh, I did find my two other stamps that are missing from, well, they're not missing, it's just they never got put back. So what I might do is put, no, they can stay there. You can see through that. Okay. Sentiments. I do like it's the most wonderful time of the year. I do already have mounted my long Merry Christmas. And I know we have used that a little bit, or I could use a little Merry and then just the plain Christmas, or the script Merry and then, yes, because I like how those nest together. So I may go there with that. But what I want to do is trim up this piece. How are we going for time? Used up so much time, but we did have a little bit of chatting at the start, you know, surprise, surprise. Okay, so just take that off there. And it doesn't matter whether these are landscape or portrait, because there is no direction to this paper. Oh, that is a perfect cut in the middle. So it doesn't look as though there are any empty spaces. So I think me stopping where I did was quite good. And because I've got some problematic spaces on this side, I'm going to cut on this side and see how this side goes. Okay, and now I've taken out those problematic areas on this side as well, and I'm quite happy with that, except they are all in a line. I didn't even notice that, where these ones are a lot more random. These ones are all in a line. Okay, that's something I need to be a little bit more aware of. Okay, let's put down my scrap, very vanilla scraps. Great. And don't know whether that actually might work all by itself. Okay, this Merry and this Christmas are being separated, because I think one, I might use the Christmas on one and the Merry on the other, and then alternate the two just plainer typed sentiments, because I can always remount these Merry and Christmas together. That won't be an issue at all. Okay, so does this one fit the Christmas well? It does. Okay, I like that. This is where I'm going to actually use the Real Red again. Now, if I was my scrap paper, you would be over here. That is stamping beautifully. Sorry if you can see my very messy hair. Nice, like that. Now let's see if we can get a comparable piece for our Merry. Just trying to look for a piece that isn't too wide. That one is about the same width, and that will work quite nicely. So what I want to do is put the Merry up higher, so then I can put the Christmas underneath. So I'm trusting myself here. Why don't I just pop that off to the side where it's not annoying me? Oh, actually, I probably sorry, I'm gonna have a play here. Do I want okay, sorry, just trying to work out how I wanted to situate that, so you could see all of those stages that I went through. And I think I'm going to bring in some early espresso. I think that will look really classy with it. So actually, early espresso or pebbled path. I will close this, and because Reading Soapin are a recipe for disaster. Okay, and I think we'll only be using 5 colours, which isn't too bad considering we've done 2-step stamping. Okay, get my replay back up and running. Okay. I do wonder what colours. Oh, it says pecan pie. Oh, really? So it actually says that this piece is pecan pie. Oh, that piece is actually green dotted. So it doesn't matter what colour I use. So the other colours in there are pecan pie, not necessarily that one. Pebbled path. Okay, thank you for the consensus. Love that I can get that so easily from you guys. Pebbled path is like the perfect grey brown. Hey Glenda, how are you? Okay, ink pad open. We are going to grab out Christmas. Oh no! My Merry and My Christmas is set up on the Stamparatus. So, could do Happy Christmas, or I could budgie this up on the Stamparatus. Hold on. Because these are specifically set up with whatchamacallits, with the jig. So, I don't want to ruin my jig. So we're going to wing it. Okay. The things that we have to pivot to do. Right. Stamp positioner. We have our 2 sentiments pre-mounted. I do kind of want to snip a little bit off this end, just a little bit. I know it's not straight, that's fine, because I want to nestle the Merry just after the down, just titch. There we go. But I do need there we go, but I need my mat. So let's just not stuff this up. We will get the mat which raises the height. Just need it to come down a little more, but that is good. I'm just going to, I know that moved, but sorry, this magnet will be the death of me. Okay, now because I do not need to condition this stamp, because I've got it in the Stamparatus and I'm definitely going to kiss it once. I don't want to do any heavy pressing because it's a very, very fine sentiment. I don't want to lose. Yeah, I've already done it. I did a larger press on the top of that R. Yeah, that will do nicely. So I have my Merry Christmas. I've got my green, so you can see how that'll look there. Do just want to and need to clean this off really well. And now we are going to bring in this one. You know what? Doing it over that descending Y doesn't look half bad. Although we're nowhere near straight. Well, what I would class as straight. So what do I want to do there? I think I want to bring this up a little. That's perfect. Okay, same thing again. that was pretty good first time, but because it's going over the other one, having it done twice just gives us that look. So that actually nestles together really, really well. Happy with that. Also very happy with this one. So we've got both of our sentiments, and we didn't disturb our positioning on the Stamparatus. Sorry, I lost my cloth and it had fallen on the floor. Okay, so they're clean for now. Okay, pop that back over there. And now we've got to work out what's next. I don't know that I'll get my other sheet stamped, or maybe I might stamp my other sheet and do it later. So I'll make these 2 cards, then I'll go in and stamp my second sheet. How about that for a plan? Just want to have a look here so you can see how I really would like this sheet of paper under here. I don't even know if that sheet of paper is what I want. I think I need a solid color, because these are like, I think they're blending into each other too much. Tell me what you think there. So I think that's a lovely space for it, but I think because that has the vanilla base going on a vanilla card, it's a little bit too much. But I am happy to hear, oh no, I'm going to have to cover that area there. Have a look. I just got the tinsiest bit of red ink. That's okay. What I can do is pop that there, and that will cover that up quite nicely. I can do that. This one needs trimming. I can flag the end or do something like that. Agree, green. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, Bev. Sorry, I've just moved my whole bit there. So I'll just need to keep on referring back. Yeah, I think I need to take a bit more of this. Actually, what I kind of want to do is because this Christmas is not straight. It's straight to where I wanted it in relation to the Merry, but it's not actually straight. So let me see what I can do here. So that is now straight. I have the bottom straight. So what I can do now is come in and trim this side. So now I have 2 straight sides. This is how I do it anyway. Now I will need to take the tinsiest bit off here. And that just straightens up that top. And what I think I want to do is like an angled piece. I'm not such a fan of doing flags, but I am a fan of an angle. Just like so. So I've got that one, and that one is going to go right there on a piece of green. So I'm assuming I want to use our granny apple. I think that'll look good. Now this one, do I just want to keep it blocky? So I need to do a bit of trimming of this one as well. But this one is straight already. No, because I want it there, so I don't want to have like a weird reverse flag. So I'm just eyeballing this. No, I want to take a little bit more. So I'm like taking it off. Oh, sorry, I'm totally off screen for my trimming. Let me have a look here. Yes, I do need to take just a little bit more. And we're good. That's pretty much even both sides. Happy with that? Get all of my bits out of the way. There we go. Flick off. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service, Scraps. Granny apple green. You are right here. And are we thinking like real red card base? I have barely any scraps of granny apple green, so I'm going to have to create them. There we go. So I'm thinking that I may just want to adhere this like straight down and then just do an eyeball trim around, because I think these are like really funny measurements. Yep, these are really not funny, haha, but very weird measurements. So just so I don't have to wait for glue to dry, this trimmer is like totally in my way here. That can go just up there for the moment. I am going to use some Stampin' Seal just to pop this down. And I'm just going to use this to line it up. Lovely. And where's my other one? Yep, I can pretty much do that. So I'll chop this one up this way. That will be perfect. One at a time so we don't stuff up both, hey? Okay. Just do. That was a pretty good eyeball, if I do say myself. Oh. Top's a bit thin, that's fine. All good. There's one done. Let's do the next. And definitely thinking some metallic gems. Well, this has marks on it there. So it's like got marks from going through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So let's not do that. That's pretty good. That's, oh, too much. Prefer to have too much than too little. Still too much. I think one more and we should be fine. Okay, and a slower use of my trimmer worked a treat. Now, how annoyed am I by this? I'm actually pretty annoyed. So, because I've used Stampin' Seal, I can pull this off. And then I can just start again, because I do have my width correct on this. So I can just pop this down here and pop this back on and then try again. If I can get it on straight. There we go. No one will ever know. Too much, that's okay. As I said, prefer to just trim it down a little. Much better. I'm definitely not mad at that one, but I don't think my actual sentiment piece is cut straight. So we're just going to ignore that and keep going. Okay, so do need to trim this angle. Let's see if I can do it nicely for a second time. Always the killer. Not too shabby at all. Not perfect, but we're not here for perfection. We are here for handmade. My mark is up there. I did have it the right way. So I can even have that out a little bit from the side. Though I'm definitely thinking we definitely need this red. Do I like this in the middle or off to the side? Kind of like it just there, but we definitely need the real red card bases. I do not have it in there, so it went back up in its home, real red. Now, will we have two card bases or will I have only one? By the looks of it, I may have two. Just one's going to be a top fold, and yep, that's one card base. That's two card bases. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Are you liking so far? Do you like where I've got to? I'm hoping you do. Trying to keep it simple. And the fact that if you got a formula, especially for your sentiments, and got it set up on a stamp positioning tool or whatever works best for you, you could bang these out pretty quickly, especially if you did those backgrounds. And I will attach this video to the class videos as well, because I'm using the same set. So actually this will work perfectly, because one is landscape and one is portrait. Okay, so let's see how this red brings this all together, and it does exactly what I want it to do. It just gives it that beautiful richness. These are going to go on dimensionals, and then we're just looking. I know I don't have any pebbled path embellishments, but I do know I have some metallic ones that will work really well just to finish this off. I don't know why I'm putting this on the card and not on the cardstock, but anyway, doesn't really matter. There we go. Not too shabby. Actually, that was pretty good placement, honestly. Can't complain at that one. Okay, that's that on, and then let's get the right side, that side, and I will put glue on the base. I do find that's easier. Thanks, girls. I had a vision. As soon as I stamped those, I went, oh yes, I'll definitely need that real red card base just to bring it together, because we've got, they're not busy stamped backgrounds. They are a bit sparse, but I think they work really well. They're Christmassy, but they're not screaming. I suppose the holly berries really do scream Christmas, but you know, it's not super duper themed. And I could add, look, I said I was going to see if I could add designer series paper. We tried it. I used the wrong colours, which isn't a bad thing. It just is that we chose to use different colours. So that wasn't going to work, and this one should be that one. Yeah. So because we've got the 2 layers of cardstock with the very vanilla and then the granny apple green, this moved. Let me see if I can shuffle this back. Yes, I can. Good save. I obviously leaned on it. Oh dear. Am I inspiring you guys to make some Christmas cards for yourselves? I hope so, because at this stage I want to keep things, I want to do a mixture of some really bespoke cards, but I also want to do some simple ones. So if I'd stamp this all as just one sheet, I could get 4 cards out really, really easily using that. Oh no, I put that, no I didn't, I put that piece on the right way. I'm so lucky that I put that piece on the right way, guys. So lucky indeed. Maybe I do want it a bit further down and have like some even spacing between these 2 berries. Just a little bit crooked. That's okay. Happy with that. I'm happy I brought it in a little bit from the side as well. Okay, now this one, and make sure which way the card is opening. So this area here is just a little bit sparse. So I can just even maybe want to go down a little bit. Maybe. Because, you know, nothing is straight on these cards. So that is the basis of those cards. I'm just bringing in my embellishment box, which we all know I use and I go through in every video, so I know exactly what is in here. These ones are always an option. I know which ones I'm looking for, and they are my metallic gems. I must have them out over here. Yes, I do. So these are newer, and they don't quite have, I was kind of looking for this copper colour. I'm thinking the copper colour might work a little bit more than what I'm thinking. So let's just grab a couple of those. You know what? That one's going to go down there. This one's actually going to go up here. And then a little one just like so. So I've got 3 on that one. And I've got a little bit more room to play with on this one. Kind of want to put one down there. Look, I could almost put 3 in a row up there, but don't think I'm that skilled. Or do I just put a row of 3 and then put that big one back? If I put one there and one there, and then one skillfully in the middle. I know I'm bringing back an old school thing that was done, that we did many moons ago. Oh damn. Let me stick that back down. I'm just trying to get it off with the, there we go. I just wanted to make sure I got the adhesive bit as well. So this one just has that. So what do we think? Do you want me, so I've kind of got a bit of time to stamp the other half of this very vanilla piece of paper. Do you think I should do that? That's those. That's for this. Clean up as I go. Yes, do it. Okay. Done, Bev. Done. Okay. And the piece of paper is right here. What I am going to do is grab this one and this one, because they're 2 steps, so we've got the detail to add later. Okay, now where are the other 2 ink pads? They are here. So we have Garden Green and Old Olive, but I'm kind of tempted to use this and this together. So I'm going to do Old Olive and Garden Green and Soft Sea Foam and Old Olive, because I think they will work like really well together. So I'm thinking I actually want to stamp these pieces first. And that does have red ink on it, but I think it's now stained red ink. I know these are dirty. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to bring out my big block, which I often use when things are dirty, but I am going on with the project. I will just, and I'll show you what I do. I just pop the stamps on my big block, so then I can, I know where they are and I'm not going to lose them, and then I can use them later. Okay, so because we're using two different types of greenery, and what I plan on doing is using this background for some masculine cards. Okay, so I want to do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way we do it, as long as I remember which stamp is going where. So like I don't mix up my inks as such. Okay. This is going to make my head think a little bit more, because I am, where's my piece of paper? Because I'm just trying to use two colors, but yeah. What I think it's going to kind of go in batches. Like I've got three like here, but then I want to reintroduce the garden green in here. So garden green is here. So I'm kind of thinking of my design as I'm going. That does have a little bit on it. So I'm going for a much tighter design here. And then I kind of want to do this. So we kind of have our blocks of colour. Otherwise it's going to be, it's kind of random anyway, but this is going to nestle in really nicely in there. And then I'm kind of trying to also mix up angles and stuff like that, so they don't all look the same. Okay, so thinking that way, although that looks same. Damn, I should have gone with my first thought there, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Thinking this one here, and then putting an old olive down here. So this is the planning stage, and I've used this stamp first because these stamps are just fill-ins. I'll show you on the stamp set in a second. So kind of want this one lying this way, and then possibly a little bit coming in here. This is where I can go to the edges. Oh no, I just did what I didn't want to do. It's okay. It's okay, it wiped off fine. And I just want to do a little bit of filling because you want to see things breaking the edges. Okay, right, so I've done that background, and I'm going to close the garden green because I am done with the garden green. Done, done, done. Now, we've got to work out which one goes on which. So this one should technically go, no, hang on, this one. So that one goes with that one, which is the soft sea foam. And this one, which, it's little love hearts, it's so cute. This one goes with this one, which is our old olive. So I'm going to go through and do all these colours once. So do they have to be perfect? No. That one definitely was not. That was my first one. This one, I think, will be better, and we'll see how it dries up as well. So you can see how they nestle in really nicely through the stamp. Just taking my time. Oh my dear word, that was so close, guys. I almost ruined the whole thing. Wow. Okay. Oh, I moved totally in the wrong direction right there. I overthought it, but that's okay. As I said, they don't have to be perfect. Would I really like them to be perfect? Oh, yes, but they do not have to be. Okay, and I think I've just got this one left. That one left, and now I'm going to go in because it's looking a little, I think I do need the moment of the lighter green to really just make everything pop. Now, where are those scissors? They are right here. Thank you, Shaz. I won't show you close up because then you'll change your mind, because some of that alignment is right off, but that's okay. Now, I am going to wipe the outside of this. Great. So, soft sea foam. This is going to give us a totally different look. I am on live, love, so you can come and say hello if you wish, but if you don't, that's okay. Ooh, that's got some other colours in it. So I'm going to give it a wipe off and I'm going to give it a wash. Well, a clean. Okay, just with my damp chamois, clean, and we'll start from the start because this is one I had used before. Okay, take 2. I think I'm going to do another edge piece just to see how that comes up. That comes out beautifully. Quite possibly, if I did this again, would I stamp off the old olive? Yes, you would get more of a contrast like we are here. So Love's just done crew for the opening of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is a junior school holiday production at our local theatre. How did opening go, Love? Good? Good. So that's a whole week of craziness. So I'm actually really loving this colour combination. So the soft sea foam is very much friends with the old olive, which I think on our colour wheel, no, it's 2 colours away from old olive on the colour wheel. So there we go. That is that stamped. Do I want to add some dottage? Yes, but I will do that when I create these cards. I will finish this off because I don't know what colours I want to use. So this is them up close. You can see I really did get off on those heart-shaped ones, but they still look okay. Still look okay. I do need to add more to it, but because I'm using the Golden Greenery stamp set, I've used those stamps, and then whatever I add will likely be from another stamp set. So for this piece, I've used our pairs of Greenery. This will make a really nice masculine card, and I will see where that goes in another video, but I have done my 2 half sheets. So that is one, and of course I never took a photo of this half sheet, but I've also used the Golden Greenery, but in Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist, and my 2 reds are Poppy Parade and Real Red, and I have bought in the Greetings of the Season stamp set. So that just for the very simple greetings, and I have used the metallic gems. So I just used the copper ones, which I thought worked well because we are using very vanilla, so it does have a bit more richness to it than the basic white. So I don't know that you can really see that they are copper with all of the shine. Trust me, they're copper. Hopefully when I blog these, you will be able to see the see the copper in the photos tomorrow night. So I hope you really enjoyed my simple stamping with the Golden Greenery stamp set. I will get to the bells. It's just those ones are really set up for my Christmas in July class. So for those of you that missed me sharing my Christmas in July class, I will add it to the comments below, to the comments below and in the description. So these are my Christmas in July class using the Golden Greenery and the green and gold specialty designer series paper. I have used the Mercury vellum on this one. I've used the Greetings of the Season greetings, And so I've used that one up there. And then I have done a case of my Christmas Stampathon card with the specialty papers. So that's a floating frame. So if you would like to participate in that class, anyone globally can participate. It is 10 Australian dollars, which I think is only a little bit over $7 US, and I'm not sure in pounds, but you get the videos for those cards, and you get a project sheet with measurements as well as what I have used on each card. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them below, and if not, I will see you in my Thursday video, which is on YouTube. I will be going live a little later because I have an appointment in the morning, but I will be live, and I plan on playing with the mix and match ephemera and making some cards. So this golden greenery stamp set, which also does come with dies, but we didn't use them today, is part of the online exclusives. So they are new, so please check out the online exclusives. There are some great Christmas products as well as some non-Christmas products to give us a little bit of inspiration and a beef up before, especially before we get to our September to December mini catalogue. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.